The woman finishes work and heads home. She just sits in the car, about to tell the driver her address, but the driver already knows where she lives. Seeing the atmosphere getting tense, the driver tells Jane she often takes his car, just that she's always on the phone and hasn't noticed him. Just then, the chatty driver tells Jane that a girl near her home was assaulted by a bad person, warning her to be careful when taking cars alone at night. He also tells her that being this pretty makes her an easy target, but everyone fears sudden concern from strangers, because they must have ulterior motives. The next day, Jane deliberately leaves work early, but that driver is already waiting at the company entrance. Seeing her hesitate to approach, the driver starts honking, urging her to get in quickly, telling her the heavy rain today makes it hard to get a ride. Jane has no choice but to get in his car again, but the moment she gets in, the driver says it was rude of her to hang up on her mom last night, then says she's reached marriageable age and should listen to her family about getting married and having kids. Facing a stranger who knows so much about her, she begins to feel increasingly afraid. She asks the driver to stop at a convenience store, but the driver refuses and drives her straight to her building. Just as Jane wants to pay, she discovers the driver has vanished. The car doors are locked and won't open. She panics completely in this moment. Fortunately, a minute later, the door opens. The driver holds an umbrella, wanting to escort her inside, but Jane doesn't dare let him, so she immediately stuffs money into the driver's hand, quickly opens the main door, and rushes inside. Outside, the driver keeps saying caring words, making Jane think he's like some creepy stalker, so she moves to a new place. On the way to work, while on the phone, she randomly picks a new taxi to get in, but the familiar voice appears again. What a coincidence! You moved to a new place, and I also got a new car.